came in as a young player out of high school, his shot was a line drive, and he lifts that ball so beautifully tonight. He's really worked so hard on getting great trajectory on that shot.
Ball stripped. Good play by Iverson. Recovered by Garnett. Wade spinning for Garnett. Back it goes. Beautifully done. LeBron James from Kevin Garnett.
That's three excellent passing all-stars right there.
And Kobe Bryant right back. We're actually seeing, the steal by Bryant, we're actually seeing some defensive play here at the start, which we're not customary to witnessing at an all-star game in the first couple of quarters.
What I like is, too, we've seen some sensational plays, Marv, but the degree of difficulty, guys aren't throwing the ball around. It's not sloppy. It's a well-played game here early.
At times, it is schoolyard at the start. Not the case thus far. 20-10, the East on top.
The Olympic championship rings. That ceremony will be at halftime. The others, LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Dwight Howard, Chris Paul, and Chris Bosh. Back to you, Mark.
All right, guys. Several substitutions at both ends. Blocked shot. Once again, it is Dwight Howard, Paul Pierce of the Celtics, Joe Johnson of the Hawks, Devin Harris of the Nets have come on for the East. Shaquille O'Neal of the Suns and Dirk Nowitzki of the Mavs on the floor. So we have Kobe and Shaq playing together for the first time since their days as a Laker. The runner by Paul, rebounded by O'Neal. Here is Shaq, and he tips it home. Those of you who were with us for the pregame introductions with Shaq performing during the intros, I thought I was watching an updated version of Dick Clark's American Bandstand.
It was pretty good with the Jabberwockies? Very nice. I think best dance crew winners first season. I know you watch that, Mark.
I do on a regular basis. Pierce off the mark. Bryant with the rebound. Puts it between the legs. Being played by Johnson. Spinning his way. Bryant with lots of time for three.
Kobe Bryant has come out firing in this game. What is that, his 10th shot or his 9th shot here early in this game? So
he's hit 4 of 9 here at the start. Oh, Paul eludes James. Here's the lob. Stoudemire puts it down. Nice fake in the open court. He thought LeBron James bid on it, was going to get this steal. Kept his dribble down and found Amari Stoudemire. Johnson tried to put a move on, lost the handle. Paul, who leads the NBA in steals with several spins to make his move, went behind the back. O'Neal lost it. Tried to get a little too tricky.
Yeah, he looked up and he saw Dwight Howard. He was going to try to put himself in a position to just power through him and took his eyes off the ball. But you see Chris Paul go out of the game, Marv. You know, so much expectation on this New Orleans Hornets team this year. And I see a smile on his face. I bet it's been a while since he's enjoyed playing. New Orleans has had a down year. Tyson Chandler's been hurt. Peja Stojakovic having a down year. And I'm sure this is a special day for Chris Paul to finally have a little fun.
And Paul sidelined by injury recently. Here's Harris. Ball slapped away. Good play by O'Neal. This is Brandon Roy of the Trailblazers. He just checked in. Bryant to the rim.
We were speaking with Phil Jackson before the game. He said Kobe would probably play the first 8 or 9 minutes of the first quarter, and then he'd go after that. And Kobe trying to make a statement early.
Shard Lewis of the Magic, who just came on, not able to hit. The West with an 11-0 run. They are within 1. Chauncey Billups of the Denver Nuggets, what a year he has had, has come on, sets it up for Shaquille O'Neal.
Well, Shaq said that he feels good. All season long he's talked about, you know, he's sitting out some games, some back-to-backs, but he's throwing some big numbers for the Phoenix Suns this year.
Here comes Billups. What a difference he has made in the turnaround of the Nuggets. Billups coming over in that deal for Allen Iverson. Nowitzki, played by Pierce, and a foul. Holding foul on Lewis.
That's a tough matchup for Rashard Lewis guarding Shaquille O'Neal down in the low post. Probably a good foul to take there, but that's one of the things the East is going to suffer with. Really not many big men, and the West roster is loaded with big guys. So Kobe Bryant here off to a great start. Off the wrong foot, the powerful dunk. And his old teammate, Shaquille O'Neal, showing he's still got it here in the inside. The power finish. The West on a 13-0 run as they lead by 1.
careful out there. We know what we're here to do. Everybody have a good time, but take care of yourself.
Yes, sir. Man, East on 3, man. Win on 6. 1, 2, 3.
East.
4, 5, 6.
Win.
Let's go.
Yeah, look where we are. That's the All-Star game move, not an NBA travel. Hey, he just jumped over 2 people, didn't he?
And, Coach, most of the All-Star games I've played in, yes, the officials turn a blind eye sometimes when it comes to the traveling. They let things go a little bit because they want the fans to be entertained, so it's not going to be as stringent calls when it comes to traveling.
Marv, I've actually seen Reggie be inside the three-point line and take 2 steps back and shoot a 3, and it was fine. It was all good stuff.
Are you saying an all-star play or regular season play?
Well, a little of both. I mean, but mostly all-star, yes.
All right, here's Tony Parker of the San Antonio Spurs coming on for the first time. Ray Allen checks in for the East. Nice play. And Parker with the bucket. How about Kobe Bryant, who just took a seat? Kobe 5 for 10 from the field, 11 points, and 10 shot attempts for a quarter, just 2 off the all-time NBA All-Star record, which is held by Bill Sharman, who did it back in 1960. Bill, a member of the Boston Celtics, pretty set up for Shaquille O'Neal from Brandon Roy. Bill Sharman, who also played baseball in the Brooklyn Dodgers system. And here is Pierce kicking it out. Johnson. And a look-away outlet from O'Neal to Parker.
Shaq loves to show that he can pass. In the post, you've seen a look-away, drop-off for a layup to Tony Parker. That time, the long outlet pass. And here's Rashard Lewis, the guy that leads the NBA in both makes and attempts from behind that three-point line.
And that stopped a 19-0 run by the West. 19 consecutive. Phillips from downtown, missed a big shot. Hits the long 3. It's 30-23. West. Good hustle as that ball is deflected out.
I like how Shaq is being aggressive at both ends of the floor. Right here, gets the rebound. A no-look outlet. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that, but again.
I have. I played against it. Wes Unseld was the best.
Phillips passing on a 3 and a nice lead for Tony Parker.
How about the year Tony Parker's having before he sprained his ankle? Had a 55-point game in Minnesota that was his career high. Was off to a blazing start and then got hurt, but has come back very strong.
Tony averaging 20 a game along with 6 assists. That's Rashard Lewis. Rashard Lewis of the Magic. Orlando at 38-13, third best record in the Eastern Conference. Final minute, first quarter, and the West up by 7.
West really playing through Shaquille O'Neal.
Off the steal, Pierce has a 3-on-2. Harris gives it up. Allen wide open. Kept alive. Pierce not able to score, but a foul. Be part of NBA All-Star 2009 with your friends on Facebook. Choose your view and chat live on Facebook. Only at TNT Overtime on NBA.com. And that foul on Chauncey Billups, putting Paul Pierce at the free throw line. 85% shooter.
The last time we had Paul Pierce, the brilliant fourth quarter in Dallas, the 18 points. He had 31 in that game. Shaquille O'Neal having a seat right now as Pau Gasol comes into the game. But Paul Pierce and the Boston Celtics, what a display of what I thought championship poise the other night, and just heart in that game against Dallas on TNT. Down 15, looked like going nowhere, and came back to win that game for their 8th straight road win.
And the Celtics have won 8 of the last 10. They're now 44-11. Gasol with the reverse stuff.
You check right in, and they run a play for you.
Harris, that was a 3-point attempt, rebounded by Gasol.
So the West will play for 1 shot.
West with a 7-point lead, coming up on 10 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Gasol posting up